Good morning, everyone. Comrades, teachers and prize winners from the world of education, dear parents and parents of the ceremony, I hope that all the prize winners have arrived safely in Ouagadougou and that the stay is going very well. We give thanks to God for this and above all, pay a vibrant tribute to our valiant FDS and our meeting of the Council of a Work in VDP, thanks to whom this ceremony is possible this morning under a theme that challenges us all. But before continuing my remarks, I would like us to take a minute to pray for the rest of our comrades who have gone before us. I thank you. To actors of the world of education, I wanted this morning to say thank you and congratulations to all of you from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations for your courage. Congratulations for your selflessness. Congratulations for your resilience. Because in the face of this security situation that the country has been experiencing for several years, you are among the most resilient actors in our nation. From the most remote areas under terrorist influence, we receive reports from our fighters who tell us that very often, the only state actors they encounter in these areas are either teachers or very often actors from the health world. Be thankful for this resilience, for this combativeness. The role of the teacher is a priesthood. The role of the teacher is very complex. You may not realize it, but I will explain to you why and entrust you with new missions. Your role as a teacher is very complex in the sense that you will have to give knowledge to the youngest, to educate. Remember that a nation that cannot teach the youngest to educate them is doomed to disappear. This nation will never know peace. Your role is very complex because in addition to giving knowledge, you must educate children. You will have to be their parents. You will have to teach them good manners, what is good, what is not good. The values of our society, you will have to instill that. I insisted through the Minister of Education that you come see the museum to recharge your batteries with our cultural values. It is very important for you, and we have values on which Burkina is based. The values of integrating security, the values of honesty. You will have to instill these values in the young people you supervise. At the same time, you become their parents. In addition to that, I hope that patriotic values are instilled in the youngest. Today, more than ever, our nation is facing difficulties that it has never known in its history. And to win, we need to have patriots, citizens of tomorrow. And to have these citizens, these patriots, the role is now yours. Train pioneers, teach them to love their homeland. Teach them to have confidence in themselves. Teach them to love their neighbor. It is a mission. Teach them how to live Burkinabe. This mission is now yours. Teach them everything you can teach them so that they will be very good citizens of tomorrow and that they will take over. Your role is very complex because you must now play the psychologist. In your classes, you have children who have lost everything. You have many children who have lost their parents, who have lost their family. You will have to play the psychologist. You will have to make sure, Nakur, that these children become themselves again and teach them everything they need to be citizens of tomorrow. So understand why I say that your room is very, very essential and full of priesthoods. Dear teachers, you who represent here today the world of education, those who give knowledge, who must educate in the values specific to Burkinabe, who must educate in patriotic values, be saluted once again and take your profession in hand, because the future of our nation depends on you. If you educate these young children well, we will have a better Burkina tomorrow. And if you fail, our homeland will have failed. Remember, the imperialists are waging what they call today the fourth generation war. The main objective of this war is to ensure that for generations and generations, our nations can never be built. And only you, by playing these chicologues, can lead them to be good citizens. Because for them, if children grow up in such a climate, we have several generations who will never be able to make peace. Look at some nations in Africa that have never known peace for decades. That is exactly what they did there. And make sure that in Burkina Faso, we are not in this situation. The future of our nation rests in your hands. I ask you to take this mission head on and transform our next generation, our society, so that tomorrow we have citizens worthy of the name. You promised me here that you will do it. Thank you very much. So to you, dear students, congratulations for this work done in difficult conditions, but you have managed to pull through. Through this day, you are motivating your classmates to be able to be there next year in your place. It is a healthy emulation that you are instilling in your classmates, and we also wish them good luck, lots of courage to all. So be dignified, Burkinabés. Make the effort to stay with your comrades and be united. Those who have not experienced these situations must be those who advise others, who lead others to have fun and forget these situations. Make sure to be united, to be honest Burkinabés, to be men of value. Respect your parents and your elders and work as much as you can. Respect parents because you must also help them. We often talk about certain texts that say to prohibit child labor. That's good. But I can tell you that our society is built on values, and in these values, you must do a minimum of work for parents. I, whom you see before you, I washed my mother's pots. I pounded for her, I weighed water for her, I sold these donuts. My classmates made fun of me because it was women's work. I did it. It didn't stop me from being the top of my class. It didn't stop me from being who I am. Help your parents. Help them with their tasks. And above all, during these vacation times, learn to work. Learn to do something with your 10 fingers. It will help you. In your schools, the environment must be clean. Your classrooms and the environment around you. Make sure you are always clean. Plant as many trees as you can. And your teachers will help you train yourself in the minimum that must be done in agricultural production, especially the vegetable garden. Awaken this Burkinamoon in you. Awaken in yourself this love for the homeland. You can and you must lead all your comrades in solidarity to be very good citizens. I am counting on you to be the engine that will pull your comrades towards excellence. As for you, therefore, sponsor and member of the government. We have a mission to supervise these young people, to support them. I can tell you that when we reduce the fever of this war and control our military spending, we will have to invest a lot in certain areas. We have stratified the areas, the functions, and in the first layer are, of course, our defense forces, our internal security forces, the teaching world, broadly speaking, the world of health and the world of agriculture. We will therefore be able to take care of improving the living and working conditions of the actors in this world that I mentioned, the CAP domain mainly, that I have just mentioned. The other layers that will come gradually. This is why we have launched several initiatives, both in the agricultural sector, in the field of education, health, and also community development. Through these initiatives for education, we want to build our schools, our grande écoles here, train our elites so that they can serve Burkinabe. This is why I would tell you to put the package so that we can set up these elite schools, so that these brains do not end up outside. Because for a long time, the imperialists have always drawn brains here through scholarships. Once home, they do not come back to the country. I do not want these brains who are here to end up outside and not serve our country. Make sure that these initiatives work and that we can set up the polytechnic and technological universities that we need so that these children can use all their talents and work for the benefit of our homeland. This is our mission. And finally, to the valiant defense and security forces or volunteers for the defense of the homeland, I will once again say thank you. Pay tribute to them here, because thanks to them, we are able to open these schools, to study, and to know today, this day of excellence. Thanks, Intas. Thanks to them, Burkina Faso is standing. Because thanks to them, we are able to open these schools, to study, and to know today, this day of excellence. Thanks to them, Burkina Faso is standing. Because thanks to them, we can only thank them. And through these two FDS who were recipients of decoration, you will understand that they have given everything during this year so that children in their area can access education and have good results in exams. Congratulations again to all the FDS who are fighting body and soul for our homeland. Their sacrifice will not be in vain. Through your symbolic gesture of contribution to the peace effort, it is a message to all Burkinabés to continue to contribute, because as much as we equip ourselves and train ourselves, the enemy does so. And we will go in an increasing manner so that our forces can be the best possible. To the brothers of the AIS who came to accompany us, we say thank you, and we hope that we can merge our intelligence so that our elites can therefore be taken care of properly to serve the states of the Sahel. And that these states are therefore a model of integration, of development in Africa and in the world. Thank you very much to all for this day, and I wish you all a safe return. May God bless Burkina Faso. May God protect our defense and security forces. To home me land or perish. We must defeat them